This time of year, a lot of people are thinking, what's going to happen the year coming? I mean, New Year's resolutions you don't usually stick with, but a lot of people work on a personal vision. What is their vision for the new year? And a lot of organizations have a vision and goals of where they want to go. And the key here, I think, to moving forward is how do you make sure the two of those are working together? That's what our present shows this week are focused on. How do you align your business and personal visions? And this is your Tuesday Power Show, and this is available for free. This is the last week, remember, that the deep dive show on Thursday, where we go even deeper into this, is available for free if you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, and just look up Present Show and Holly or myself on iTunes. And I'm Ravi Tangri. I am here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and this is my co-host Holly Duckworth in Denver. Hi there, Holly.
Hello, Ravi. Well, I really am passionate about this particular topic, how to bring your business vision and your life vision into alignment. That, I've done a lot of work studying to become a prayer practitioner on this concept of there's only one life. And yet I don't think that as human doings, we're often teaching our kids and our families this concept of having one life, that at least in the current North American context, you tend to, have a child and, they're home for a few years and then they go to the school thing, and in school you learn to have a job, and that this job thing sort of becomes your life. And then any extra time you can peel away from that sort of becomes your passion time. And I feel really grateful to have found the studies that I've been doing that help me to integrate that work-life thing. And I'm getting calls a lot from clients to do more speaking in 2017 about work-life integration. I think work-life balance is a nice little pipe dream, but I tend to live in this idea of work-life integration. And I want to open the show by saying that this does not mean you have to be an entrepreneur owning your own company to do this. That it is possible, when you get clear about your strengths and your purpose and your why, that you can align yourself in a company that allows you to be your highest and best self. And about 4 or 5 shows ago, we really talked about asset-based or strengths-based leadership. And that plays into this show that week between Christmas and New Year's, that, we're looking at our goals in our lives and assessing our goals in our life, that, starting to look at how can you integrate this in. And Ravi and I would never tell anyone, go quit your job and start your own company, or go quit your job and do what you love. But we would say, work with your strengths over the next year to always be evolving and stepping into that highest vision for yourself and how you can bring your gifts into the world.
Well, as you said, it's not about necessarily being an entrepreneur, but one thing that I've worked with a lot of organizations is how do you nurture intrapreneurs? Those are the people who are within the organization that are entrepreneurial and owning and passionate about what they're doing. And so this is especially critical when you're dealing with the younger generation, the millennials. They want to own something, some part of it. And so how can you create some way that you can align what they're passionate with where the organization's going? And I think the key here, whether you're a millennial or not, is you're going to do a lot better if you're passionate about something. So the key is figuring out what it is that you're most passionate about. Look at all the things you do in your work, and what are the things that you enjoy the most, that nourish you, that fill you, that really you look forward to. And and then the tip coming out of that is, how can you grow that? And how can you do more of that and find a way to negotiate that?
Yeah, one other tip that I like to give is give yourself a permission slip to change. You can even Google it, life permission slip to change. Maybe we'll even post a little sample permission slip on our new website, presenceshow.com, because That's the key to this week and stepping into the newness of 2017. Write yourself a permission slip to change, and then write down that goal or that intention that you have. And these don't have to be overwhelming documents. It can be one word. In 2016, I picked a focus word for the year, and it was self-love. And every time I was, moving through the year, self-love, do that which allows me to be love for myself, and then certainly love my work even more. And I'm certainly learning that I love TV and radio and sharing this message with you as a result of my focus in 2016 around love.
Very cool. And the key too is, if you don't have a personal vision, there's huge amount of resources out there. We've got some, but there's a lot out there. Again, all you have to do is Google it and really figure out how to create that vision that's yours. Take a look at what your organization has and see where you can make those two come together.
Yes, visioning process. I'm sure we'll put this somewhere on the Presence show at some point, which is, what is the highest and best I see for my life? And I have a little note here. I say, play with the clay. That sometimes we are linear humans, and it's, how do we write the sentence that says, my highest and best is making coffee for people in a coffee shop, or my highest and best is playing with children, or my highest and best is being a CEO of a bank. And yet, maybe this week, if you're off or you have some time, grab some color crayons or Play-Doh or clay and allow yourself to enter that creative space and say, if I could make my highest and best, and you sculpt it like you were in that childlike wonder.
Yeah, and I think that applies to anything. You can do it with clay, like you said, crayons, Lego bricks, whatever. Create a vision that's right there, that's tangible.
Yeah, and keep that around all year long. So this has been our short show, our power show on how to align your business vision and your personal vision, because we know and honor you and the one life that you have. We hope that you will join us on Thursday for our deeper dive show, where we're going to talk a little bit more about the visioning process, visioning and visualization, and help you live your highest and best as you lead a presence-filled life.
Have an amazing week.